Once I was with a new friend, a very special man, not of our faith, not of our culture, not of our country, but a person who takes spiritual life very seriously and sees God in everything. I was standing with him on a beautiful carpet in his own village in a land far away in the Middle East. He was standing on one side of the carpet and I was standing on the other side. I looked down at the gorgeous carpet. It was the most beautiful rug I had ever stood upon. I was admiring the beautiful patterns and the intricate work and the brilliant colors woven by hand into this handmade silk carpet. This was a special carpet, which could only have been used in the homes of the very wealthy. I told my friend how beautiful it was. He said, "Come over to my side of the carpet." I walked across the carpet then, and it felt good to walk on it. I went over to the other side where he was standing, stood next to him, and looked down at the carpet from there. I was amazed to see that the carpet looked entirely different from his side of it, perhaps even more beautiful. From his side, I saw colors I was not able to see from my own because of the way the silk fibers lay, because of the way the light was shining from that point of view. I discovered new patterns and a new brilliancy in the rug that I never would have been able to see from my side. My friend smiled at me and said, "The world is just like this. Sometimes you have to come over to my side and look upon it, and sometimes I have to go over to your side and look upon it, so together we may discover things we never would have seen before, so that together we may admire new beauty. We have to look at each other, and we have to look at God." I thought that was profound. He is a very mystical person. Today we see another mystical sort of person, John the Baptist, one of the most enigmatic people in history. John invites us to do the same today when he says, "Behold, look." He invites us to open our eyes and look. He invites us to look at Jesus, whom he is pointing out to us. Twice we hear him say, "I don't know him. I don't know this man. I don't know Jesus." Twice he says that, yet 4 times he tells us, "But I have seen." And he invites us, too, to see. We can never fully know another person. There are recesses of a person's mind and heart and soul that we can never reach. No one person ever truly knows another. No one person can truly know himself or herself. No one person can completely know the world. And certainly no one can ever fully know God. But we can accept the invitation of John. Open our eyes and look. We can accept the invitation of my friend to go sometimes to the other side of the carpet and look through another person's eyes. As human beings, we love to put carpets and worlds between ourselves, between each other. Why is that? We like to separate ourselves, one from the other, and see the world, see humanity, see God only from where we are standing. We are missing out on so much. Let's walk across that carpet sometimes. Stand next to another person and see the world, see God from another vantage point. There was a 20th century American musician by the name of Ray Charles. He happened to be blind, and he happened to be black. When he was a little boy, his mother used to tell him that there was nothing in the world that he could not do if he set his mind to it. She used to tell him, "You're blind, but you ain't stupid." So she sent him to the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind, where, to his horror, he found that the black children were separated from the white children. Even as a little boy, he was very sensitive to the pathetic racism and segregation of the American South of those days. He said, "Imagine separating kids from one another based on color when we couldn't even see each other." That is how absurd all our separations are. When we put that carpet and that world between ourselves and others, based on some difference that turns out to be ridiculously small and absurd, let us rather follow the invitation of John. Behold, open your eyes, look, see. John admits he did not know Jesus, but he saw him, and that was enough. That was everything. Let us, too, cross that magic carpet sometimes. Stand next to our brothers and sisters on the other side of the carpet. Look at the world from another vantage point, and we will discover beauties we never imagined existed. Let us look at one another, not through crosshairs, not as enemies, not with hatred or fear, but let us truly open our eyes and our hearts and look into the eyes and the hearts of the others on the other side of the carpet. Let us not fear them because they are of a different nationality, a different religion, a different culture, a different color, a different personality than ourselves. But let us cross that carpet, stand side by side, and together discover beauty we never saw before in the world, in humanity, in ourselves. And together let us see a little more of the beautiful face of God.